Hey guys, this is Snowy and welcome to my black screen. And the title, which you're reading here, is like Storage Media Buried for 1 year. What will still show my photo after 1 year? Well, actually, it turned out to become 3 years instead of 1 year, because let's play this and let's see what it says. In this video I'm going to make a picture of myself, copy it to the following items: 80GB hard drive, CD-ROM, floppy disk and a USB disk stick. Then I will put the item in a Tupperware box, bury it in my garden. Burying takes place on 1 July 2017 and I tend to dig the box. Okay, I cannot read that fast. Okay, well, and then we will wait until 1 July 2018. But currently it is 1 July 2020. So now, as you can see that the date there says 30 June. Now the reason for that is I wanted to bury it on 30 June, but at that day it was downpouring rain as crazy. So okay, what did I do? So let me see. Okay, yeah, it shows. I took a CD-ROM drive, an optical disk. I put a USB key. And what did I more use? A standard floppy disk. So 90s, floppy disk. And a hard disk, which will show now there. An 80GB hard disk. Okay. Now I took a picture. I took a picture of myself. Let me see. In this video. Now let me see. Bleep, 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 bleep. Because I don't want to play this entire video, because we're going to, come on. Yeah, where comes that point that I am making? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So here comes the point. That is the box that I have used, which is 3 years underground. So the screen is like going crazy. So that's me with my big head. I've lost a lot of weight ever since, so I'm a lot less thicker now, but yeah. So the idea is simple. So we scroll all the way to here, because this is all the packaging, of the stuff. I put it in a box over here. We go further. I taped it. We go further and further, until we got here into in my backyard. I go a little bit back, so you can see like where did I actually bury it. And okay, this is a good reference point, because I'm walking now to the corner of my garden, so to give a good reference of where I'm actually buried that thing. Now I paused it for a moment. You see my garage over here, and I buried it here. You can see here my tripod, which I don't have anymore because this thing is broken, sadly enough. So I still have to figure out how to film it. And I buried it next to this pole, which is still there. So, yeah. So in the meantime, I got a fence here, and this has been removed. Some things have been changed. I will film later on from the exact location. The cat will still walk around there. It's still there. These two fire pits are still there, covered, and probably we'll see a lot of more weed. So to just see like where did I actually bury, it's like near that pole, and that's the box. So I buried it there like for 3 years ago, exactly on this date, because it's now also the 1 of July, and I'm lucky because today is also a nice and shiny day. I do have a selfie stick though, look here, but I have nothing to put it on, so I will have to figure out how to put the camera there. And then, yeah, we will see. Now I have to look myself also, where did I exactly bury it? So it is like at a distance of, let me see where I'm starting to dig. So the distance is roughly, well, what would it be? 20, 30 centimeters? Yeah. So what do you think, guys? Will it still work? I still have the docking station over here. It's the Sharkoon. I still also have like it's somewhere there. I have the floppy disk player, so I can still use it. USB key is no problem. Can still put it in the computer, and the same goes for the for the CD-ROM drive. I can put it in the optical drive to see whether that still is there. Okay, so I will stop now recording, and we will go to that place, and let's see, you know, what happens afterwards. So look, I closed it up. I closed it up like that. Here I even stamped it down with some brick. And this was 3 years ago. It even says so there, 1 July 2017. Big screen, like that. Yeah. So, well, let's go there and we will see. Hey guys, welcome back in my, you know, little jungle over here. I have not been here for a while, as you can see. Yeah, a lot of overgrown stuff. It's like really a deep jungle. But to give you an idea of the perspective from 3 years ago, from the same angle, as you can see, that's the garage. A fence has been built there, a fence has been built there, the fire pits are still there, and I work my way now towards the place where I buried that container. So I made some room here already, because there were a lot of nettles, big nettles, as you can see, nasty ones also, very nasty nettles. But I know for a fact that where I hold my feet, here, at this spot, here it must be. Okay, so I will try to put the camera now to a location. I already set up some woodwork over there to hold the camera in this direction, and then I will start digging here. I have the shovel already with me. It's there. And yeah, I'll try to film it from this direction. So, okay, give me a moment. Let's see, it's recording, right? Okay, so I also have to hurry because the phone, the Samsung Galaxy S9, will only record 10 minutes in this configuration. So let's see if we can find the actual buried container here. Oh man, this is really hard, you know, but I have to be careful not to damage it. So it has been 3 years here in the ground, untouched, unscathed. Oh my gosh, this ground has become pretty solid, stiff. Let me see. Let me see. It must be around somewhere. I do know that I did not bury it that deep. Yeah. Wait a second. Is that it? No? No, it's not. Well, it should be here somewhere. But the question is, how deep? Where exactly? Holy smoke, I did not remember that I went that deep. So where is this thing? Yeah, it's a little bit windy outside, so I have to take care of the camera as well. smoke. Where did I put it? Oh, I found it. Look, here it is. I will show you in a minute. You can see it. It's a little bit further away than I thought. Here it comes. Oh my life. I don't know if you, probably you can't see it, but I will show you. Look at that. Here it comes. Whew! Little bit of digging. Okay. Let's put back the camera here in its very awkward position. And I will just keep on digging. Yeah. Until I have it. It's a little bit further away from the pole than I thought. Let me see. Here it comes. I have it, guys. Here it comes. Look at this. This has been in the ground for 3 whole years. We take it inside. And well, we will see if, you know, my photo is still on there. My photo. It is making noise, so who knows, maybe I find some mummy inside there. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, look at that. 3 years underground. Okay. Well, for all you guys who want to know who I look today in comparison with 3 years ago, well, this is me. You know, with the lost treasure of 3 years ago. Oh my. This is going to be interesting. So let me think how I'm going to clean this thing. I don't want to take all this muck inside the house, actually. Yeah, I need a brush or some sort. Let me see if I have one. I should have one over here. Yeah, I do. Yeah, a brush. So this is still wet, and all this ground is clay ground. Okay, let's turn it over. And look at this, even roots are inside of it, you see that? Look at that. What do you guys think? Will my photo be still on there? I'm curious. Okay. Oh, even more roots all went inside of it. And here, a big root also went through the plastic. Oh, look at that. Okay. Well, I will take this inside now. And let's open this up. We'll take the scissors and yeah, we will see what we will find inside of here. This thing. Okay guys, I am back in the hobby space around here, and here we have the box including all the clay ground on it and who knows what's inside of it. Have a scissor ready. Yeah, let's just open this up and see what we find inside of this tomb. You know, it has been underground for 3 years. It has endured bitter cold, bitter heat, torrential rainfalls, snow, ice, you name it. Everything that nature can throw at it. But some people say, like, if you bury something on the ground and you put it, like, you know, in a solid plastic container, nothing would actually happen to it. So I'm curious about that. Okay, let's do this a little bit careful because I don't want to damage anything. Okay, cleaning up is something that will come later. Let's let's just try to get all this tape around it. Of it. See, like that. This is like, yeah, I did tape it well. That is for sure. But if I can just get this tape like here, okay, and maybe I can get the entire box out immediately. Yeah, like peeling an onion. Yeah, like that. Okay, this we will throw away in the box, little box. Here, okay, this can be gone. Ugh, nasty. Ugh, look at that stuff. You know, let's get rid of this nasty stuff first. Checking out my phone. Is it still recording? Yeah, you're still recording. Nice. Okay. So, I had already told you guys in one of my previous video. For like 8 years or so, I had a Samsung Galaxy phone. Well, I have said to you earlier, I'm sick and tired of Samsung's limitations on recording a video, while the iPhone, even an iPhone 8, I saw the video, can record 4K 60 FPS 2 hours without no problems. And this thing, this is a Samsung Galaxy S9, can only record 10 minutes on 1080p. Well, sorry Samsung, you should be ashamed. Okay, where have we been? Trying to make, oh, this also feels pretty moisturized, so now we will see the innards of the box. Already see the CD-ROM. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Being underground for 3 whole years. I know my hand is blocking the vision, but here we have it. Put this away. Look at that. What do you think? You see the CD-ROM drive, the hard disk, the floppy disk, and the USB key. Now the big question is, will it be moisturized inside? Because this box is wet, and I have no idea how wet it will be inside. So I will take this stuff, and yeah, let's just open it up. Well, easier said than done. Come on. Yeah. Okay, now at first glance, the CD-ROM is wet. I can see it. Its surface area is wet. I take it here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. You see? It's wet. Okay. Then the disk. I don't give this much of a chance actually, because this thing and becoming wet. Oh, look at that surface. It's like horrible. It's horrible. Then we have like the USB flash drive is totally wet. It is totally wet. Does not mean it would not work anymore. It even shows rust. You can see that. I don't know if you can see it here on this side. Yeah, I think you can barely see it. Yeah, you cannot see it because of the stupid camera thing. You see it? Rust. Okay, so, and we have the hard drive. Now, if there is moisture inside of here, it's like, well, it's a little bit moistured, but yeah, I don't know. So this box, let me see, is there any moisture in it? Yeah, a little bit, you see. So despite me being having this thing thoroughly sealed off, moisture did came inside of this thing. Okay, so let's put this aside and throw it away. And well, the big question now is, I will also put this, okay. The big question now is, will either of these objects still work? I'm sorry, I'm shaking a little bit because I've been digging. The thing is, I put them aside for a while to just dry naturally. I will put them somewhere there on those shelves there. they can dry for like an hour or so, dry it out naturally, and then yeah, after an hour we will test them. We will see. I have the floppy drive here already ready. The the CD-ROM can go into the optical drive. The stick, well, it can go into a drive, but look at the rust, I don't know. And this drive can go into the docking station. Although, let me check out the connections. Let me see, are they still fine? Well, I don't see any much damage on the drive, but it is still a mechanism that turns around. So, I will see you in an hour, guys. Hey guys, this is Snowy. I'm back and we are several hours later, and I have been cleaning all the items. For example, the CD-ROM. You can definitely see it has been marked over the years, so I polished it as good as possible. But the funny thing, only the surface area has been, you can definitely see marked with some kind of I don't know what they are, like scratches or something, but the other side is like fairly, clean. So about the floppy disk, this thing is more difficult to clean. The way I did this was I let the lid open like this, and I put a how do you call this thing? What is this thing? I don't know the English word for this thing. You know, this thing? And I did it like this. Oh, wait a second. Give me a second. Oh. Yeah, I did it like this. So it could, the inside could sort of dry if it still was wet. So I let it be like that for like 2 hours. So, okay. What is the English name for this thing, for your washing stuff? I don't know. The USB key, well, yeah. Dusting it off, I suppose, and clean it as much as possible. Could not remove the rust on the, on the inside. I mean, I know my camera will not focus really on it, but anyway, you have seen it. And also the hard drive, it was just a matter of letting it dry and cleaning it off, and yeah, that's it. And now we're going to try whether they work or not. So, the first candidate will be this one. So I have I have my CD-ROM drive ready, and you can see here the screen with all my drives like C, D, E. Here is the BDRE. It's like blue disk rewritable drive. F, RAM disk, and there's also a DVD writer. So I will put it in this one to see if that will help. So let's check it out if this works. Here it goes. Oh, to let you show that it will go in there. Here it goes, that nasty little thing. And let's see what will happen on the screen. Will we see our picture of 3 years ago? Well, let me see. And it opens! Hey, look at that. We have zero CD-ROM winner. Yes, we have it. I'm surprised that it reads. Yeah, I'm definitely surprised. So yeah, the CD-ROM does do its work. So okay, let's get it out of there. I had a hunch that these things, they can take a lot, especially moisture. They deal well with it. Okay, let's go to the next item, and I will shut this thing down, which will be the floppy disk. Now, I have this thing already mounted. It's an external floppy drive through the USB. And actually, if this thing would work, I would be really surprised. So let's put it in there. And let's hope for the best. Maybe I have to go to, let's see, to the A drive. Well, it does register. A drive. And uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoops. It made all kind of bad noises. That's not good. Let's see. Can I see something on it? I don't know. Maybe because it has not been spinning around for that long time. Let's give it another try again. Maybe it just needs to unclog itself. Let's try again. Okay, here we go. You can just hear, you know, the sound it makes. No. Listen to this again, you know. Maybe I will put it on writing like that, you know, to close this hole, then you can write it, but I don't think it would make any difference. Okay, now listen to it. Listen. I will click it now. Nope, that's a total goner. This thing is like that's a goner. Okay, we can unhook the where is this? Oh, wait a second. Okay, here. We will unhook this one. So we put this one away. I hope I did not demolish this thing with it. I hope not. Okay, next in line is the hard drive. Now let's put it into the Charcoon docking station over here and slide it into place. Now, here is the click. It spins up. Ooh. And what does it do? Well, underground it says. My photo is there. Yeah, the hard drive works after 3 years underground. I'm surprised. Let me check this thing out. You know, just do a quick properties, tools, a check, scan drive. Well, it says no problems. Hey, I'm actually surprised that this old hard drive is still working, even being subjected to moisture. So yeah, it's 2 to 1 right now. Hard drive is working, CD-ROM is working, floppy disk was not working. Okay, so let's turn this off and get it out of here. And guys and girls, only one item is now remaining, which will be this rusty, you can see it, this rusty USB key. Well, let's plug it in here in the dark dungeons here, what we call a PC, and let's see, I always struggle with this, and yeah, here it goes. Hey, look at that, this one also shows. And we have a winner also on the USB drive. Hey, 3 to 1. I'm surprised. I'm definitely surprised that this thing still works. You know, even with the, let's, you know, format it. Format. Quick format. Yes. Okay. Close. Now let's put something on it. Yeah, I think this one will do. These are from my Bust Down series. These are like properties. These are 4.5 gigabyte. Let's see if I copy this to the USB key. Let's see if it works. And let's see what will happen. Well, it's an old USB key that is only a USB 2.0 key. Although it's sitting in a USB 3.0 slot, but still, yeah, 14 minutes. So let this run for a while. I'll be right back. Give me a moment. Well, I had some hopes that when copying this video file to the USB key and trying to play it, would definitely say like, okay, the USB key has survived it, but halfway through the copying process it says like an error has occurred, and it has been going like, well, 2.7 gigabytes and then it stalls. I don't know. So I'm not... This is like a 50-50 question because it did show my picture, but whether this USB key is still usable, well, I don't think so. I will not use it anymore. It probably ends up in the trash can anyway, because this is, well, it has been 3 years underground. I mean, who wants to trust their data to it? So, okay. End verdict is like, well, you know, the best thing is don't put your stuff underground at all. On the other side, I could say like, make always sure that you have backups of your, you know, your most important files. And with backups, I mean not like a backup on your internal hard drive inside your computer, but also like something like next to your computer, like an external drive somewhere. And most of all, also an offsite backup. An offsite backup, I mean like reserve some space somewhere in your car where you can put like a hard drive in it. Buy this kind of device. It's a very nifty device, like it's only 30 euros or so. It's pretty easy to back up your important files, and or you can just place like an external hard drive or whatever, you know, with your family member, one of your parents or your sister or your brother or whatsoever. So yeah, it was very interesting this to see. It yeah, I was surprised, and now this USB key is going crazy. It's going cling and clang and clong everywhere. So yeah, sorry. So I hope you enjoyed this, and well, until next time, thank you for watching, and if you like the channel, please subscribe and give it a notification bell for any kind of next adventure that will follow up anytime soon. Okay guys, thank you, see you, bye bye.